The following story is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. This happened to my mom and I a few years ago. It was the middle of winter time. There was a big storm outside, and people were advised to stay inside. My mom asked if I'd wanted to watch a movie with her to spend some time with her. So we sat down and we watched a documentary. We don't normally watch supernatural documentaries, but this one we watched was about a ghost in a haunted house. I'm from the Midwest, so ghost stories are kind of common over here. So she asked, why don't we watch this? So we clicked the video and we began to watch. And it was a full-fledged documentary that seemed so real and believable. Of course it had its cheesy parts, but for the most part, it did its job and it spooked us out. It said it was based off of a true story, but I didn't really believe that. We watched it until the end and then we shut it off. We talked a little bit afterwards and then head to bed. Not going to lie, it was on my mind, just for a little, but shortly after I fell asleep. This is where it began to get weird. About 3 hours later, I woke up from a bang. It was from across the house, but I thought it was nothing since we were in the middle of a snowstorm. Then 5 minutes later, another bang. Only closer and louder. I try to fall back asleep and just ignore this. But it gets worse. I begin to hear this noise coming from the far side of the room, and I didn't want to believe it. It sounded like a grown man breathing. I counted to 3, knowing someone was in the room with me, and I shot up. All I could think about is someone grabbing me. I yank open my bedroom door. I run straight to my mom's room, crying, telling her to call the police. The expression on my face dropped when she said, "I know." She said the police were on the way. She didn't want the person to know that she was aware he was in the house and she was going to come get me once she could sneak past him. But since I came to her room, we locked ourselves in her room until the police showed up. Seconds felt like hours. And then we heard that noise again. When we saw the police lights in the window, we felt so relieved. The police kicked the door down. They searched the property and they couldn't find anything. This person left no trace behind. No signs of forced entry. No footprints in the snow. Ever since that day, when I try to fall asleep, sometimes I just think about that breathing sound that I heard. My mom got a dog, and we do believe in ghosts now. But ever since that day, nothing else has happened, and nothing will ever be the same.